Good morning, students. Welcome to your English class. Students, do you know the ability of writing meaningful sentences, lines, and paragraphs which a reader can easily understand is termed as excellent writing skills. It will help you explain yourself, improves your communication skill, and many more things. So, with no more delay, let us get into the topic of the day. The topic of the day is letter writing. So, in this video, you would be learning what is letter writing, the types of different letter, and the format of writing a formal letter. So, let's get started. What is a letter? Letter is a written message conveyed from one person to another person, generally via post. Something like a person wants to tell some message, some important message to another person who is living a little bit far. He can either call, he can either write a message. So now he has opted of communicating with that person in the written form. So what does he do? He writes the letter, goes to the post office, posts the letter, and the post office will send the letter to the receiver. So what did we learn? The main purpose of a letter is to communicate in a written form. Letter can be divided into two main types. One is a formal letter and the next is the informal letter. Let us look into each type one by one. A formal letter is otherwise called as a business or a professional letter, which is used for business or professional purposes. It is written in a simple language. On the other hand, informal letter is used for personal communication. So it's otherwise called as a personal letter, and it is usually having the language would be casual and emotional. Now let's see the format of a formal letter. There are 8 different things that you need to keep in mind while writing a formal letter. Let us see them one by one and understand the complete format of a formal letter. First is the sender's details, where the name and the address of the sender is coming. Sender means you. You are the one who is sending the letter to a principal or to the class teacher. So, the first step is that you will write your name and your address. After writing the name and address, the next step is to write the date. Usually, you will write it like the date, month, and the year format. See, for example, it is 26 January 2020 or whatever year it is. Clear? The next step is you will write the receiver's address. The receiver's address means the person whom you are writing to. Say suppose it's a principal or the class teacher, you will write the name of the principal, that is to the principal, and the school address that is given in the question. Then you will have a dear sir or madam. This step is called salutation. The next is the subject. You will write the subject of the letter. What is the letter all about? See, you're writing to some busy people. It's a formal letter. We are writing it to some busy people, and busy people will not have so much time to sit and listen to all the story. So you're just giving a brief idea about what the subject is all about, what the whole letter is all about. Now, students, here the salutation and subjects might change its order. Okay, that means subject can come in the 4th position and salutation can go in the 5th position. The next task is to write the body of the letter. The body of the letter has three main divisions. Let's see the body of the letter, how it is to be framed. The body of the letter has three main parts. Under that comes the introduction. That means the purpose of the letter. The first paragraph that you're writing should tell the purpose of your letter. Then the main content. The second paragraph will contain the detailed information about the purpose of the letter. The last part is the summary. You are summarizing the complete purpose of the letter again. Clear? After finishing the body of the letter, you will complimentary close your letter. What is complimentary close? Where you're writing yours faithfully, yours sincerely, okay, or yours truly. Clear? Then after that is your name and sign. You will sign first, then write the name in the below of your signature, and then your class and designation, in the sense if you are the school prefect or something like that, the position that you are holding, you can write that. Otherwise you can just leave it. Okay, let us see a sample of the letter which we can write. Okay, now look at this. You are the class monitor of class 4A and you are requesting the class teacher to arrange for some remedial class. So you're going to write an application. This would be your question. Okay, now let us see how we can write the application. First you write your address. Okay, that is now for the time being I'm making an imaginary address, C55 sector 65 GB Nagar, Noida. The next part what I wrote was the date. Then I wrote the receiver's address. Whom am I writing to? I'm writing to the class teacher. So the class teacher of which school, whichever school, if it is written in your question, you should write that school's name and not your school's name. Clear? Then I write the subject. What is the subject? What is the main idea of me to write this letter? The main idea is that I have to request for an remedial class to be arranged, right? So I will write request to arrange remedial classes. Then I do my salutation where I have written dear ma'am. Then coming to the body of the letter. The body of the letter contains three parts, right? The introduction, the main content, and then the summary. Now in the first line, if you see, that is your introduction where you are introducing yourself, okay, and then you are coming into the main content of the body wherein you are saying that with due respect I would wish to request you to arrange remedial class for mathematics for our class. Our teacher, now you're telling more, you're adding on to the problem. Okay, our teacher was on medical leave, so our syllabus is still incomplete. There are many weak students in our class, so would want you to take some remedial classes which would solve our problem. Now you have to close. The summary means the closure part of the body of the letter where you are saying we hope that you will do the needful as soon as possible. After writing so much, you have to thank ma'am for patiently reading through your letter, right? So you will say, thanking you, yours obediently, your name and the class. Clear? Thank you for watching, students. I hope you understood how to write a formal letter. I would want you to write a formal letter in your notebook very neatly. See you soon in my next class. Until then, bye from my side.